It's
Recording in progress.
just doesn't comprehend, right? So typical of me, I have to research, I have to find out. So I got the term, all right, because prior to that is all in Chinese, you know. And what I did was I researched, and this was the early research work that I have put together. All right. First of all, is to explain to people what is this ear clips all about. It's actually transcutaneous auricular vagus nerve stimulator. Transcutaneous, the skin, auricular, the ears, vagus nerve stimulator, right? So before we go into vagus nerve stimulator, this transcutaneous auricular, this TA, is a new thing. Because prior to that, for maybe a decade or so, we already have vagus nerve stimulator. But those were implants, like your pacemaker, those were implants. Very limited, very specialized. There were complications, yes. Okay, because they're implants, so yeah, many things that could go wrong with it. Then just recently, just a few years ago, a short few years ago, they came up with this TAVNS, transcutaneous auricular, non-invasive. Wow. And you know what? It's safe. That's the number one thing, right? I mean, why people avoid acupuncture, why people avoid so many kinds of alternative modalities? Sometimes it's quite scary, right? But if you just put onto your ears and just tap, 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 tap like that, I think a lot of people can see that it is safe, isn't it? It's not going to harm you. But the thing is it going to heal you? Okay, let's look into it. Let's look into it. So, what is our vagus nerve? Then I researched and I found that the vagus nerve is the autonomic nervous system. Like your heart without the vagus nerve, it will not know how to regulate the heartbeat. Like many things else in your body, it will not know how to regulate itself. Like when you consume the food, the digestive system will automatically work. You cannot say, hey, consume slower, digest slower. No, you can't do that. You cannot tell your heart, hey, don't beat like that, beat slower. Can you do that? You cannot do that, right? It knows how to beat. And it kind of beats on its own. Hello, hello. Love you, Miriam. I mute you. All right. So let me just put the setting on to mute everyone as they enter. But despite that, sometimes, yeah, they still unmute, when they come in. So with this vagus nerve, look at the nerves. Guys, they are actually about, you'll be surprised. Google it, AI it, around 80,000 nerves. 80,000 nerves. Wow. That's a lot of nerves. If you use an analogy of a computer hardware and software, then the nerves will be the software. Am I right? Or if you look at the wires to make things work, the circuitry board or whatever, these are the wires. So without the software, without the wires, your organs, your heart, your kidneys, your liver, your spleen, your prostate, your everything will not be able to function appropriately. Don't you agree? Okay. So the nerves, they are super important. They are it's not widely spoken, but it's so important, right? The heart, the liver, the lungs, everything cannot function without the nerves. Wow. Let's see. What does it do? All right. So this is a short video, but I won't play it. I'll just pause it. And the vagus nerve, according to WebMD, it will regulate your heart rate, right? It'll give you your taste, speech, skin sensations, mucus sensations, all right? Muscle sensations, sorry, immune response, respiratory rate, your blood pressure. Some of you are maybe having high blood now and you don't know why. Mucus production, saliva production, digestion, frequency of urination, very common, mood, right? So these are some of the symptoms. And guys, when you have problems with your vagus nerve, some of these symptoms may show up, but you don't know that they are actually caused by your vagus nerve. So signs that something could be wrong with your vagus nerve could be acid reflux, abdominal pain, bloating, lack of a gag reflex, difficulty swallowing, dizziness, fainting, hoarse voice, wheezing, unexplained weight loss, loss of appetite, feeling full after eating very little food, nausea, vomiting, chronic mood issues or disorders. And on the right hand side, even to the extent of Alzheimer's and many more. It could be one, two, or combination of many. And let's say you have a few, maybe heartburn, maybe, you call it acid reflux, and then you go to the hospital, and then I don't know which department you should go to. Is it the cardiovascular department or because you feel something here in your heart also, right? Heartburn. And then you go to maybe more than one department, and then they check and they say, oh, nothing wrong, nothing wrong, nothing wrong, because the organs, nothing wrong. What is wrong are the nerves, okay? So you're like, but I feel the discomfort, I feel the pain. And you go to another hospital, same thing. You go again, same thing. Your bill is getting longer and longer, but still they haven't fixed you. You know what I mean? And this is true for most people. And the worst thing is, hate to say this, there are cases where they misdiagnose, okay? And then they operate on something which wasn't even there. Wow. Many such cases happen. All right. That's why medical negligence, according to Johns Hopkins, is the third leading cause of death. Number one is heart disease. Number two is cancer. Number three is medical negligence. Can you imagine? The very people that we entrust our lives, our health, our well-being, and they're the ones who unalive us. I don't know what word to use. It's so terrible, So guys, this vagus nerve stimulation is really a lifesaver for a lot of people. Let me just go on, all right? Let me just go on. Now, here, this article, because, we had COVID, and so I look into it. Vagus nerve inflammation contributes to a condition called dysautonomia in COVID-19. That's why you have long COVID and all those stuff that, happened during that time. And dysautonomia is actually a condition that affects your autonomic nervous system. There are many people during the pandemic, some suffered because of COVID, but some suffered because of the injection. You know what injection I'm talking about, right? I have interviewed in my previous company people who've got funny skin diseases, who is like brain fog, who is like Parkinson, kind of like the whole body shaking nonstop, difficulty in swallowing, difficulty in so many things after these are called VAX injury, right? Now it's coming up, it's surfacing, all these cases, but those times, if you talk about it, or if you don't want to be vaccinated, they are going to curse you. Am I right? But you know what? Those people who didn't go through it, oh, they are the heroes. They are the heroes. They went through all the persecution and wow, I wish I was one of them. But I had to travel, I had to fly. And if I'm not vaccinated, I cannot fly. How many of you are like me or cannot go here, cannot go there, right? So I knew it was bad. I researched, I read a lot, but I took my chances. I said, okay, well, what can I do? All right. So there are many people like me, billions around the globe. So what I'm trying to tell you is that our vagus nerve has been damaged. It can have been probably damaged by COVID-19 for those of us who have the COVID-19 infection, right? It could have been because of this. Because why? You look at some of the symptoms. As I told you, the vagus nerve, what it regulates, right? It regulates your heartbeat. Those people who have been, and suddenly they have what? Tachycardia, right? Arrhythmia, right? All these problems. And a lot of them actually had stroke, probably caused by hypertension. And again, your blood pressure is regulated also because of your vagus nerve. All right. So anyway, these are problems. They are very real. What are we going to do about it? Well, I would like to convince you to invest in one of these and use this every day. And because the vagus nerve technology, or TAVNS, is very new, I cannot depend on the National Institutes of Health. I cannot depend on all these medical journals because they're not there yet. Okay. So thank God, in the last few years, have you all heard of AI, artificial intelligence, right? You all have heard of what? ChatGPT. Am I right? ChatGPT. Now, how many of you have heard of the China version, which is free? It's called DeepSeek. All right. And there are many more AIs to do different functions, but these are the two main ones in the world right now. ChatGPT and DeepSeek. Okay. So let me now show you what these two AI have to say about TAVNS. Okay. Now, I got it all in some summary form, but just to show you that I actually did my work, right? By the way, it's free. You can download the app, okay? And you can ask questions like, can TAVNS help this and help that? So let me show you now ChatGPT. I'm not going to bore you, don't worry. I'm just going to show you what I have done. So I ask questions like, can TAVNS help dementia? And the answer is yes. And I've been showing this and it tell you a lot of research studies and so on, right? So these are all the things that I asked, ChatGPT, tachycardia, yes. And I did a similar thing, right? I did a similar thing with DeepSeek. But the diseases that was kind of confirmed by ChatGPT, I won't ask. I ask others. Okay, you will be blown away. Look at this, DeepSeek. Can TAVNS help kidney patients? Of course. The answer is yes, and it gives you a long write up. Okay, so like I said, I won't bore you, but guys, I'm gonna distribute this after this Zoom. I'm gonna distribute to all the groups and also upload to our Facebook group. If you have had to join our Facebook group, please join because it's gonna be there uploaded. So can TAVNS help bipolar? Yes. And my God, look at how long this is. Okay, I won't bore you. I won't bore you. But I am going to summarize for you. And let's take our time to look into each and every one of them because it's worth it. All right? It's worth it because many people around the world now are suffering from these diseases. Okay? Let's take a look. Now, first of all, guys, this is ChatGPT. Dementia, anxiety, autistic and ADHD, stroke, tachycardia, Parkinson's disease, hypertension, diabetes, particularly type 2, weight loss, insomnia, tinnitus, ringing of the ear, memory, digestive system, immune system, reduces inflammation, and vertigo. So this is ChatGPT. I've done this many times. Let's take a look at DeepSeek. Wow, kidney patients. The question is, can TAVNS help kidney patients? And the answer is yes, with a whole list of studies, right? Bipolar, liver, arthritis, wow, asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, even your mitochondria, your cells, wow, Alzheimer's disease, diarrhea, eye problems, gout, headache, migraine, heart problems. Heart disease is number one, right? Killer. Erectile dysfunction. Sometimes people refer to it as impotence. Lung problems, mouth ulcers, frozen shoulders, dysmenorrhea, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, fibromyalgia, dysautonomia, the very thing that I talk about, right? Caused by the COVID-19 virus, sinusitis, rhinitis, panic disorder, skin problems, spleen, thyroid. I could have missed out, right? Because this is just like one afternoon's work. What I did while I was enjoying my coffee, I just asked all these questions and I summarized them. Wow. You know what? If I were you, I'll just invest and buy one of these, cheaper than a cell phone. This will save my life. And it will save yours too. Don't you agree? Can you disagree with ChatGPT and DeepSeek AI? It's all there. You're here today. Someone invited you, or you're here. Everything happens for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason. You're here. Now I'm highlighting to you what TAVNS, and there are very few TAVNS in the world. There's another company, but they're selling at $800 over dollars. Okay? And our TAVNS, it's not just TAVNS alone. Because another function that it can do is to diagnose your medical condition right now. Yeah, it can diagnose, it can detect, okay? It can tell you what is wrong with you. How do you do that? Well, together with the package, it has this. Now, this is the electroacupuncture part of it. So this is one half, this is another half, all right? Only one place to insert. So if you use this, you cannot use that. If you use that, you cannot use this. All right? So you can alternate and rotate. And guess what, guys? In electroacupuncture, our body is basically comprised of 12 energy pathways. And these 12 energy pathways are called meridians. And acupuncture is actually more than 3,000 years old. Something that has survived dynasties after dynasties and centuries and wars and everything, must be good. All right? It must be good. But in recent years, I would say in the last 100 odd years or so, when the big pharma became strong and powerful and mighty, to some degree, alternative has been booted out. Right? They regulate. All right? Anything not to do with drugs or pharma, you know. So that's called marketing. And that's what they have been doing. But that doesn't mean acupuncture doesn't work. So this acupuncture, as I've highlighted, 12 meridians, and these 12 meridians are broken into branches, and these branches will give you your acupuncture points, which are all over your body, all right? But to make it simple, you can just focus on your hand, your palm. Let me show you. All right, let me show you. You can just focus on your palm, as you can see, right? And here you have the front, and this one is the back. And you have lots of points, some about the eyes, the heart, the liver, the kidneys, and everything is there. So all you need to do is run this. It is electroacupuncture, so it's battery operated. Or I don't want to use this. Many people don't want to use this because it doesn't last. It's only like 4 or 5 days if you use it a lot, you know. So we opt for what? Power bank. Okay. So you can use a power bank, find a compatible one, and it may last 3 weeks to 1 month. And you charge once. Okay. So it's much better to use a power bank. Or if you want to use the home socket, then buy an adapter, plug it onto the wall or to the home socket. All right. And 5A1V, and you're set. So these are the convenient ways that you can use this wonderful gadget. And by the way, this wonderful device is from Taiwan, Hindi, China. Okay. And I say that with a smirk and a smile. I know how people feel about China's gadgets. Hey, look at their cars. They're great now, right? Come on. We have to be fair. But in terms of gadgets, wouldn't you agree that Taiwan and Japan, their electronic gadgets are still pretty up there? All right. So this company is from Taiwan in Taichung, and they have been in operation since 1999. It's been a long time, and if it gives you the comfort, it is also registered as a medical device, not only in Taiwan, but in many countries, right? I will show you later on. And what this can do, I was going to tell you, is it can diagnose. Yeah, it can detect. How? You just run through the acupuncture point, let's say your gallbladder. Okay, you have that sensation, the grounding feeling, then there is a blockage. You can start from level 1 to level 15, and we usually start with level 2, very low current. And if there is a blockage, you will feel the grounding sensation. If that organ is super healthy, you don't feel anything. Congratulations. But if there is a mild blockage, you will feel vibration. Okay? So the degree of how bad the condition of your particular organ, depending on how loud you make the sound. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, the whole, you can play with it and kind of like find out which organ, and it is so accurate because the accuracy, for example, if there is a problem with your left eye and I touch the point pertaining to your left eye and I tell you, hey, there's a problem with your left eye, you will know, isn't it? Not right eye, left eye. Very specific. If you have hypertension and I touch it and say, oh, you've got hypertension, you know. If you got low blood, hypotension, and I touch it and I say, you got low blood, you know. Right? If I touch the point that is insomnia and you have difficulty sleeping, you know. But what about the points that I touch and you don't know? Wow, that will save you, wouldn't it? Right? And the points that I touched and you know, you can also unblock the blockages. Yeah, it can detect, it can relieve. Maganda, it can diagnose, it can relieve both. So those points that you are, but you know, when you treat those points, the pain will disappear. Why? Because the blockages will slowly dissolve. All right? That is the power of electroacupuncture. Wow. So you buy this machine, you have the best of both worlds. You can use this electroacupuncture to diagnose and to relieve, and you can use the TAVNS to stimulate your vagus nerve. And in so doing, your vagus nerve will help your organs to function efficiently. And that's why ChatGPT, DeepSeek AI, they reveal to us that so many diseases, so many. Wow. It's definitely worth investing in it. Right, guys? Because there's a saying, the most expensive cost waiting for us is the hospital bed. And you certainly do not want to go that way. All right? Prevention is better than cure. Even if you have an existing problem right now, just use this every day, get rid of the problem, stimulate your vagus nerve. Wow. Have a good quality and healthy life. Exciting? Okay. Electroacupuncture. What is the science behind it? So we know about TAVNS. We know electroacupuncture can diagnose and detect. Now, what about the treatment? Why is it so? Is it just unblocking? Or what else? What else does it create? Well, this is what I have researched and this is what I have found out. Okay, this is what I have found out. Guys, stem cells, electroacupuncture promotes central nervous system dependent release of mesenchymal stem cells. Everyone knows what stem cells can do, right? Some of us have money, we go to Korea. Korea is famous for stem cells now, but very expensive, right? They inject, all kinds of stuff, and it works, isn't it? But with electroacupuncture, no need to extract your stem cell, mesenchymal stem cells, inject or whatever. Here, by just using this, right? Electroacupuncture promotes your central nervous system dependent to release mesenchymal stem cells. This is from stem cells journals. Wow. Very credible and reputable. And when stem cells being released, you already have the stem cells. But when it's just that as we get older, because of the toxins, because of all the, our stem cells are kind of like in hibernation. All right. So it's in your bone marrow. It's just hiding. It's just, it's just tired, pagod na, it's tired. Okay. So here you buzz it and then it gets stimulated. It comes out again and it goes to work. If you have a problem with your heart, it'll fix your heart. Problem with your kidneys, your liver, it'll fix those organs. Are you with me? Because stem cells are undifferentiated cells. When they get stimulated, they become differentiated cells. That means from undifferentiated, no particular name attached to it, to which organ. To become differentiated means if it goes to your kidney, it'll become your kidney cells. It goes to your liver, they become your liver. You get the picture? So stem cells are the best. Wow. They can repair and replace damaged cells. Maganda, right? So that is the science behind it. Okay? Because I have people here, they don't like me showing testimonies of, oh, that is typical of like forcing people to buy. No, 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 no. So today we won't do that. All right. Today we just talk logic, we talk science, we talk AI, we talk what is the scientific part of electroacupuncture. All right. I won't even talk to you about, no, not today. So, number two, the science behind it. Electroacupuncture activates neurons to switch off inflammation. Wow. Guys, we live in a world where it's loaded with toxins from the food, from the vegetable oil, seed oil, to all the pollutants, to everything from microplastic to pesticides, herbicides, you name it. We have it all. And we cannot seem to escape from them. Am I right? We're exposed to this every day. And when you're exposed to something toxic every day, your body cannot get rid of them. Actually, your body is designed to expel all this bad stuff. But because you loaded with all these toxins on a daily basis, your body is saying, help me, help me. Some people say, do you listen to your body or do you abuse your body? Most people tend to abuse their body. They do what they feel like doing. They eat what they feel like eating. Am I right? Okay. I have the privilege every time when I diagnose people, and I've diagnosed more than 1,000 people. Yes, let me repeat. I have diagnosed more than 1,000 people. And every time when I meet the rare few, rare, where I touch everywhere and there's no no, all right, no sound from them. Sometimes I pick up my device, oh, is it working? Is the battery connected? That means these people are healthy. And today I met someone, all right, 65 years old. No sound, nothing. Boring. Right? Okay. I always ask, what is your diet? And there's something common. They don't like oily food, fried food. Okay. They drink a lot of water. If you can just do these two things, wow. A lot of us, we eat fried food, fast food, sweet food, salty food. Hello, are you all guilty? Hands up, right? So we eat what we like, and that's the problem, isn't it? You are what you eat, okay? You are what you eat. So if you can just take the precaution, drink lots of water, don't take so much fried or seed oil or whatever, I think you're gonna be quite healthy. Can you do that? Yeah. So number two, electroacupuncture activates neurons to switch off inflammation because our body is so inflamed due to the toxins. Number three, acupuncture can generate nitric oxide to improve your circulation. And this is from PubMed. And look at this. Acupuncture can restore and maintain immune homeostasis. Guys, that's just a summary of a few interesting points that supports the scientific basis for this particular electroacupuncture device. And it works. Okay? It works. So, what we want to practice is prevention. We don't want to wait until we go to the ER. You want to take proactive steps to prevent, right? To prevent yourselves. Because remember, guys, if all the things that AI had to say about this TAVNS, if it can heal all this, means it can also prevent all those. Am I right? If it says it can heal stroke, means it can also prevent stroke. So which one do you want? Of course, the answer is very obvious. So don't wait. We have a mutual friend, Jean and myself, a few months ago. He wanted, you know, wala pera. Guess what? He had a stroke. Don't wait. That's what I'm saying. Don't wait. If you can buy a cell phone and you can do many things, I'm sure you can buy this. Christmas is just around the corner. If you really love and care for your loved ones, send them a gift. This gift can save lives. I'm very careful with my words. I don't mince my words. Every word I say is carefully thought of because words are binding. And given my background, I'm 61 years old now. I used to be a lawyer. So words are very important, right? So guys, my advice to each and every one of you who are here and you haven't bought this machine and you're kind of like, should I not? Or you want to procrastinate, or maybe, oh, you don't have enough funds. Wow. If you go to the hospital, it's going to kill you financially. Really. Just like the guy a few months ago. I'm sure he could have, if he really wanted it. He could have. Right, Jean? He could have.
Yes.
I don't know, you know? And then he had a stroke. Wow.
Sad.
Jean and myself, we are not responsible for him. No. We saw, we presented, we did everything. You see? So today you're here, somebody invited you. Please do yourself a favor. I've done all the research for you. Just verify that everything I say is true. You don't need to research further. I've done all the research for you. You just have to verify by simply typing in or watch this recorded video and Google and make sure that what I'm saying is the truth. And I'm telling you, it is the truth. And if what I'm telling you is the truth, you owe yourself that much to get this. Really. It's a life-saving device. We are all doing this not just for the money. We are all doing this because we love the device being able to save someone. Am I right, guys? Our community is different from other community where people just try to brainwash you and tell you and, make money from a sale. No, not this. Not this community. This community knows the importance and functionality of aculife eye dot. And we're so proud of it. And we're so proud to be part of it that you cannot stop us from talking about it because we are so passionate that it works. All right. So, anyway, that's for the eye dog. I think that's enough for the eye dog. And just very quickly run through, I did mention that I'm going to show you the certification. All right. So the certification, this is a factory in Taiwan. This is a Taiwan FDA, China FDA, US FDA, took them 6.5 years and $2 million. Korean FDA, medical device, Japan FDA, ISO 13485 to show that it's safe. Malaysian FDA, Thailand, Indonesia, Russia, Australia, Germany. Okay, so guys, it's amazing. So that's the eye dot. Now, if you know of someone with very severe disease, very severe, that one you need. And they're different. So the eye dot, you know the functionality, but the D178, what do you do with it? Let me show you. Let me show you when you open it, how it looks like. This is how it looks like. And two people can use it at the same time. In a wellness center, you can even expand to 4 people using it at the same time. You see the guy here putting the feet over it? and the lady here sitting on the mat, well, when they come into contact with the device or this D178, it's like grounding. You know, grounding? You take off your shoes and you go running on the grass and walking and hugging a tree, that kind of thing, right? Those are very, very healthy because you will get negative ions going into your body. And when you have negative ions going into your body, wow, your body gets recharged. Just like you recharge your battery here, your cells, synonymous, right? Same word. What is cells? Cells is battery, right? Your cells will also get to be charged. That's why, because of the toxins, our cells, there is a problem now called mitochondria dysfunction. So our mitochondria, that is a powerhouse, produces our ATP and whatever, is not able to function efficiently because of the toxins, the inflammation, right? And because your cells cannot function efficiently, do you think your organs can perform efficiently? No way. It's not possible, right? So little by little, your health is going like that. You just don't realize until one day you cannot walk, right? Or until one day you don't know where you are, or until one day you're in the ER. Wow. That's happening in reality to a lot of people around the world. Sad, isn't it? Because nobody tells you. Here I am blabbing away. You may call me blabbing away, but my blabbing away may save your life. My blabbing away may save the life of your loved one, right? Yeah, we do have many testimonies, but I would like the person who invited you today to show you where to get the testimonies because I'm not going to show it to you. The list is so long. It's amazing. All right. So this medical device, yeah, it's a medical device from Taiwan, not other countries, only Taiwan. More than 100 wellness centers, hospitals, they're using it. And we're shipping it to everywhere in the world. Okay. In Philippines, we have, I think in total, more than 10 already so far. But in Ghana, we have 15. Wow. Okay. I was supposed to interview him, but he couldn't confirm. He could. I will bring him here, Reverend Allen, all right, to interview him for you to listen to how cancer cases gone, all right, because of D178. So, guys, this is the Rolls Royce or the Jetstar or whatever the and you just need to have it. So you combine. Okay. So this one will make your body strong again by getting rid of the inflammation and your blood pH will become normal. By the way, a normal blood pH is 7.35 to 7.45. And when your blood pH is normal, your oxygen level is the highest. And cancer cells don't like oxygen. And that's how you treat them. Okay, so that's a D178. Lastly, these wonderful socks. Of course, it's one pair. I show you one only, right? These socks is so amazing. Amazing because there are other products out there similar in looks, okay, but not in content or ingredient because this is made of graphene and it's strong. And graphene, as you research on Google or ChatGPT, it will tell you that it's 200 to 300 times stronger than steel. Okay, the far infrared and the negative ion is infused, so you don't see beads, you don't see anything. It's just here. All right, those are the product with beads. Unfortunately, not that I'm attacking them, just to show the difference. The more you wash, gone. Right? Even the friction with the shoes, of course, beads and the shoe will have more friction, right? It will disappear. This one is inside, so it can last for a long time. That's what I'm trying to say. So stretchable, and it's so light, lighter than paper. That's why graphene is expensive, and that's our product. And so far, from what I have seen, it's selling like hotcakes. Why is selling like hotcakes? Because it improves your circulation. So what are the sicknesses related to circulation? Well, The worst ones, you can see swollen feet, right? Swollen feet. Within a few days, wearing this, it's gone. What else? People who cannot sleep. Like me, I dream every night. Wow. I dream. Yeah, ever since I've been wearing this, I love it because I dream every night. And you cannot dream if you don't have a deep sleep, right? Okay. And there are people with sciatica, cramps, knee pain, whatever pain, gone. Even there's a gentleman in Davao, osteoarthritis, where it's so painful for him to walk, right? He was able to walk for longer than before, like a couple of hours. We have a lot of testimonies. And there are many people with amazing strength, okay? Like they have all the bursts of energy. So there are many, many good things because of better circulation. You can wear it to sleep. You can wear it as you go outside. And I wear it even when I play golf. And recently I had a hole in one. I took a video. So no, hole in one is all luck, all right? So I'm not selling this because of my hole in one, but yeah, I was wearing it. So guys, 3 products. If your circulation is improved, wow, many things you don't have to suffer. When you have the eye dog, you stimulate your nerves. You saw from ChatGPT and DeepSeek, all the summary, which I'm going to send out in a short while. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And those of you with deeper pockets, why not get the D178? With all this combination, prevention is indeed better than cure. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this.
Doc,
Yes.
yeah, I think we still have about 10 minutes before we close, but there are several questions
Okay.
inside the chat.
All right.
First of all, but before you answer all of this question, I want to welcome Dr. Grace Carol Beltran. She's a dermatologist. I met her last night, I think with Dr. Hill Vicente. I showed the picture to you this morning.
Yes.
But she's got several questions, which I think you might be able to, I'm sure you will be able to answer. So you can read each one of them. Dr. Carol, thank you so much for joining us last minute. Would you like me to read it to you?
How fast can you see the improvement? Well, if you watch the testimony, which Jean will send to you, all of them says it's very fast. From the testimony, they are telling you like within days. It's very, but I don't have the crystal ball and I cannot guarantee you, and I don't overpromise. But you, as a reference, you can watch the testimony. And these are people who come forward because they want to pay it forward. It has helped them. They want to help others. And I interview almost all of them. I interview almost all of them because I want to make sure that they are real. Okay. So I hope that answers you, Grace. And yeah, the frequency, yeah, all
Can it
those
help?
will depend because these are all subjective, right? I mean, if a person who is chronic, old, yeah, and compared to a person who is, yeah, everyone has many kinds of problems. So it depends on what and how severe and how they use it. And there's a lot of things, but it does work. Yeah.
Any age limit for its use, contraindication, or possible side effect?
Well, there are only 3 categories of people that shouldn't be using it. One is if you are pregnant. Number 2 is that if you have a pacemaker. Number 3 is if you are 3 years and below.
For those who have implant.
Those with stents and those with titanium implants, no problem. No issues with that.
Okay. What do you recommend for cervical and lumbar spondylosis, doctor?
Well, if your spine and your lumbar is already like that, then I think you need to go and see a chiropractor, right? I hope that answers you, right?
What do you
Because
recommend for cervical and lumbar spondylosis?
yeah, I mean, you can use the ear clip to
Okay.
prevent inflammation because that will cause severe pain, right?
Yeah, in relation to that, what about those people who've got a slip disc? Can it help alleviate the
Well,
pain?
I have a testimony of someone from, I think, Canada. Paul, his name, is in the link tree. He had not a slip disc, but a pinched nerve. So it's pretty much the same. You know, he was in a gym and then he injured himself. I think we have two testimonies on that. It helped them a lot. In fact, one of them was even crawling on the floor, right? It was that bad. And after using our eye dog, threw away his cane, you know what I mean? So it's worth it to spend some time and watch the testimonies. That's why they are there for. I spend hundreds of hours doing it for you so that you will go take a look. All right. So please go and take a look.
All
Yes,
right.
Jim.
Can I say something, Jean, about the slip disc? May I
Okay.
add, Dr.
Okay.
James?
Yep.
Okay, I had a bulging disc years back on my L2, and it's really excruciating pain. I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair, okay, and had to do long rehab works. It lasted me 6 months. Now, recently, a few months back, I was doing a lot of yard work and I was not very careful. And all of a sudden, the same pain that I felt before. So I knew that it recurred again. Um, I was crawling, just like what you said, Dr. James. I was crawling. I could not really walk straight. I could not stand up. It was so painful. So I wanted to do what I used to do before, okay, but then I said, why not try this I doc? So that's what I did. I worked on my spine from the cervical to thoracic, lumbar, sacral, and yes, this one. And after our session with Dr. Bobby, I also use the back of my hand. Yes, here on this part. Okay. And you know what? When I was finished doing that, I maximized my time. Okay, I think I did overtime 5 minutes. It's okay, I think. Uh, when I would stand up, I would be very careful. I tried to stand up, and wow, I could stand up, no pain, no pain. There's a little, not totally pain-free. There was still a little discomfort, but it's
And
enough for me to stand up and take a walk. So work on the spine gene here. Okay. I did not just focus on the lumbar because my bulging disc was an L2, lumbar 2. I worked on the whole spine. Hope that works.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Usman, for your personal experience. But I think there's one more question here. Can it
Oh,
help in alopecia?
oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wanna. Okay, you answered it, but I also have an answer to it.
Yeah, we have alopecia. We have the chart, right? The first one on the chart actually. So we don't have a testimony for that, but we have a treatment for that. So maybe people don't want to come forward and share about their hair loss problem. You know, maybe they are shy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But in acupuncture, as I'm about to share with you, we do have this there, you see, alopecia, and
Hmm.
there are points for it. Okay,
Cool.
there are points for it. You can treat yourself, all these points, and you should be able to recover because these are acupuncture points. And there's another question here about how long you use the D178 and I think iDoc, right? Well, yeah, for the D178, this one, you can use like 1 hour, even 2 hours at one go. You see, I mean, those of you who can afford it and have one in your house, that's fantastic. You're blessed, right? I'm blessed to have one in my condo where I live. So I will just do it for 30 minutes. You know, it's good for me. But there are people who travel very far from the province or a few hours to go to a wellness center to do it. Then they'll probably do it for 2 hours because they travel so far just to, you know. And some people who have tumor and all these kind of, you know, chronic diseases, they will do it in their home, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. So 2 hours also. That's for the D178. So depending on your condition, your situation, you can use it. And I have, yeah, a good friend. It's also in the testimony, Andrew. He was kind enough because these are famous people in the Philippines, you know. Yeah. They're famous people, they're rich people. And he was kind enough because it really helped his father. His father was 80 plus years, so is still alive. And the father was peeing blood, okay, peeing blood, didn't know why. And I thought it was kidney stone, no pain, so it couldn't be. So went for MRI, found a tumor, a mass in the kidney. And I said, trust me, just buy one of these, get your dad to use it 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. And he followed diligently. And wow, the father just recovered in just 1 week. Because prior to that, the father lost his appetite, refuses to walk in the neighborhood, just nearby here, Corinthian Garden. And he was worried, you know. And after just 1 week, back to normal. Wow, he's so eating and walking and like, you know, doing everything that and flew back to Cebu many times. So that is something that I saw myself, the recovery. And of course, there are many instances of people with all kinds of. I know it's sometimes very hard when you talk to people that this thing can really heal the big C. Because either don't believe or they may become your worst enemy if depending on, you know, who they are. So yeah, that's why I'm pulling myself back. But the application is amazing. You just have to, you know, to see is to believe. That's why today I never pull out any testimonies. Just please go watch the testimonies. You will believe. And for the iDog, you can use it. I have done a video. So every time you buy the iDog, you can watch my video, unboxing, basic instruction, how to use, and so on. If you want to be a little bit more advanced, time to time, we do have classes for you to be certified. Okay. So that is if you want to be kind of like a practitioner or really be good in helping others. So that's the progression. All right. I hope that answers you. Those of you who really want to know more, please, I welcome you to attend Thursday. Today is just the basic sharing information kind of thing. Then it will take you to the next level. Come and attend on Thursday, and we can talk more about the product. We can also talk more about the business. Is that okay?
All right.
All right. And those of you in Manila, you can also attend the convention that we
There you
are.
go. I was about to invite everyone. So there's going to be a convention this coming November 14, Friday at Maidas Hotel. This is the Philippine Academy or Association of Wellness and Aesthetic Specialists. These are different doctors, business people, health centers, and all of those related industries. And Dr. James will be one of the speakers of that convention, along with Dr. Gil Vicente, who is our, of course, our resource speaker, and also Dr. Edwin Bien. There you go. So these are three of our finest doctors in our group. So as you know, we've got a lot of doctors here, and I think that's a good indicator that our device is accepted by the medical community, and that makes you confident that we have the best in the land. So that's it. Our keynote speaker will be Jose Francisco Benitez, who is the TESTA Secretary General and all of this.
And we participated recently in the Philippine Acupuncture Academy, right?
There you go.
Recently. So it was good.
Yeah, exactly. With that in mind, even Dr. Pristita Tiu Bali is here also. She attended our acupuncture convention. And Doc, thank you so much for joining us. I hope to see you. Your devices are with me. I'm going to be sending it to you tomorrow morning. So expect that. All right.
So thank you so much, everyone. And I'll be sending out the AI summary to all the groups, and I hope it reaches you. I'll also upload it to our Facebook group. So thank you and hope to see you on Thursday.